Hello everybody, it is Giraffe Dragon here bringing you another part of Super Mario Sunshine. At first I was thinking about doing a part on Thousand Year Door because I haven't covered that in like 2 months. But I figured that it would be a bit more important to just go ahead and focus on one project at a time and just sort of stick with it. Oh, and by the way, I decided to change things up about how I'm going to be covering the Shine Sprites. I'm only going to be covering the Shine Sprites that are required and ones that I want to actually show. So, for example, the 8th mission here, I'm not going to cover because I don't care about that mission all that much. Not to say that I can't do it, it's just that I don't really have a reason to care. Okay, now I don't remember as to what... Basically what we gotta do here is take a Yoshi over here and put it in its little hole. But I need to ask, I need to check something real quick. Okay, orange Yoshi. That's what I need. Okay, wants a banana. The banana location is right over here. There we go. And, by the way, you can't just take a Yoshi up and then it would work. You have to, it has to be an orange Yoshi. The fruits that turn Yoshi orange are what I like to call the yellow pears and pineapples. This is probably one of the most bizarre hidden levels in the game. Because it's just like, it's probably the most bizarre in how you actually get there. Okay. Here we have to deal with moving blocks. And then jump here. I'll probably stick the rotation, that way I pick up a life. Because this part right here is, in my opinion, the most difficult part about this level. Gotta love that acapella. Okay, made it. So long as I don't mess up here, I should be fine. Okay, I want to pay attention here and be real careful. Camera about messed me up there. And then you're supposed to go over this way, but... Oh, I would have been real pissed if I messed up there. Okay. Anyways, just be careful, and you should do fine here. I think I'll just head over this way. Also, for whatever reason... Wait, when he goes up, his feet just sort of go through the floor. Okay, moving on to the next part of the episode. Now I'm actually trying to figure out as to what's going on with the next ones, because I can't quite remember. Okay, yeah. Okay, I was a bit wrong about it. It's just, the only ones that you're required to stay outside are Episode 2 and Episode 4. All the other ones take place within take place within the walls of the park. I messed that up, and I am very sorry about that. Okay. This run of Shadow Mario isn't that different from any other ones. He has a tendency to follow a set path, but sometimes he'll change it up depending on where he is in the location. And he runs along behind here. And if you have difficulty just sort of like knowing as to where he's going to go, just sort of follow him around a little bit. Okay, there we go, got him. Darn it all, I'll remember this. Yeah, it's not that bad. For a really weird reason, the Shine Spray doesn't have a collision hitbox until, or at least like, you know, the resulting, you know, you completed the level hitbox until you have, until it has fully touched the ground for a second or two. And yeah, now we're pretty much done with this area. The level the 8th level for there is, what was it? Oh yeah, you shoot balloons that take the shape of Bowser Jr.'s head. You have to pop about, I want to say, 30 or 20 of them. I'll put an annotation in, or some. I'll put like an annotation or something like to tell you guys as to what number it is. And you have to do it within three or so laps. And this was the level area that I fell into before. And you need Yoshi to get access to this. Serena Beach, home of the Hotel Delfino. And as we can see, about half the area has been covered with this weird goop that we haven't seen before. This is a very unique goop. It's electric goop. It shocks you and stuns you for a couple of seconds. It is rather humorous to watch Mario get electrocuted, I will say. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward to cleaning this up. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut back in here. Now, as you might have noticed, I mentioned that there's supposed to be a hotel here. It's not here, but before I go ahead and talk to the manager of this lovely establishment area that, for whatever reason, isn't here, I'm gonna talk to this guy here. Please tell me my nightmare is over. You can save me. I don't know why, but you just look very capable to me. Oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Listen, all started around noon. This giant manta ray-shaped thing showed up. It was paper-thin, floating silhouette. It came and covered the hotel grounds in this electric goop. Then the hotel, the board building, it sank into the middle of that awful ooze. And weirdly enough, it didn't come back even though I sprayed the entire area. Now I got the staff cleaning up, but where's my hotel? What am I supposed to do? I can't just wait, just sit back in. It's back. This was always one of those really weird bosses for me. It just seems so weird. It doesn't seem to be under the control of Bowser as far as I'm aware. It just seems to decide to make this place its habitat area. Anyways, just like with any other boss, spray it with water. The gimmick with this boss is that they have all sorts of knockback, and they split into pieces when you spray them with water. Oh boy! Ow! Ugh. Ugh. The best thing to do, in my opinion. Okay, right now I'm taking kind of a beating. I need to get under... Okay, this is a good idea to do. For some reason, this is like the only guy, along with the guy next to him, that actually ends up like sticking around. Everyone just sort of disappears, I guess, for the fearing for their lives in a sense. Ow! In my opinion, the best thing to do is to just sort of try to go ahead and break them into as little pieces as possible, and then try to target them. Because once they all become small, they'll turn purple, and then they'll start going out, and then they'll start trying to enter in at my location. This is actually kind of helpful now, because once they glow purple like this, they start trying to go into my position. So long as I don't get too carried away, I should be fine. Doing this sort of back and forth motion really helps, I found. There's still so many of them! It is easy to lose yourself. And if you need to take shelter to sort of catch your breath, go underneath the huts. You'll be completely safe under there. However, the more that you leave these things alone, the more they'll tangle themselves up with all this electrifying goop. And don't forget, these things still sport knockback. They're done. And then I believe all the goop goes away. Yep. I remember when I was a kid, this boss was my absolute least favorite in the game. It was an absolute pain for me to deal with as a kid. And that was really just because, I don't know why, I guess that thing just sort of terrified me. The fact that it just took longer than other bosses. And if you're curious, those two over there, when you clean them off from the electrified goop, they will each give you a blue coin. And when you return here, and if you decide to return here again and clean them off and then ask them again, they will each give you a 1-up. Any NPC that would give you a blue coin, if you've already collected that blue coin, will give you a 1-up. Keep that in mind for when you consider doing some life farming or something. I never really found the need to do it, although I will admit I have done it before to do a, as I called it, a true 100%. Yeah, get in there, you stupid... There. You would think it wouldn't be that hard to get a plumber and a pipe. Hotel lobby secret. Oh, another secret level. Basically, from here on out, you'll be doing work within the insides of the hotel. But for whatever reason, these people don't seem all that happy. Sorry about that, guys. Having to get the sniffles. Hey, it's Mario, right? Yeah, Mario. Listen, I have a feeling you can help me out again. See, it's full of ghosts. So, well, maybe just come look inside. I can tell you're a miracle worker. Don't be so modest. I don't know. I once got trapped in a mansion before. Oh. That worked. When you spray pink boos, they turn into platforms. Regular boos, they tend to hide themselves into the shape of coins, and you can tell where they are by the fact that there is a slight distortion effect when they turn invisible. And if you have difficulty trying to find boos, then I would suggest just sort of spraying the areas in front of you that you plan to sort of walk around. Okay, now we reach the top area and we see this thing in the middle. Kind of suspicious, so let's just jump in. Steals our Shadow Mario, steals our Flood again. And we have a secret area. Ooh. Well, I guess that worked. This beginning part has to do with timing. Or at least just timing your jumps well enough. It's not that bad. First one gives you plenty of leeway time. This one basically forces you to jump as soon as you can. Now, I believe you could just make these jumps normally with the help of like lawn jumping or basically dive jumping. But I just figured that I might as well take care of that. Now I would suggest to no. I'll be back in a sec. All right, guys, we're back. Now, no. Okay, you want to be a little careful here because perspective can kind of mess with you. Oh, I got super lucky there. Now, these ice blocks here, the only way you'll be able to melt them is with flood. So, don't get your hopes up. I actually got kind of lucky there. Okay. This is sort of messing with my perception because my camera's right in front of me because, let's face it, this is the best I can do with my meager little phone. Ooh, okay. Okay, you want to just sort of jump over here. And I guess so long as you don't die to this little strolling stew, you'll be perfectly fine. I'm not actually sure what strolling stews are based off of, though. I'll probably add that in a sec. And let's see here what we got next. Oh, I know what level. I know what episode. I know which one's next. This is one that I've always personally kind of liked, but I know that a lot of people really hate. Or at least I've heard people say that they don't like this level. Mysterious Hotel Delfino. Hey, at least it's not Hotel Mari, am I right? Anyways, all poor joking aside, let's see what's going on this time. Don't dawdle. And as you can see, there's actually a Yoshi egg here for us. But here's the thing: the fruit that he wants, or he, she, it wants, isn't here. They have pineapples, but they're not in stock at the moment. So basically, it's always going to be pineapple. Basically, this level really needs you to have a desire to sort of like explore the area. And I love this. Just, what are you doing in here? The men's room is on the other side. And if you repeatedly come back in here episode after episode, she just gets real sick of your antics. Now, you want to jump up here. I don't know how you just sort of pull yourself through someone's tub. And you want to spray this little painting here. Now, for those of you who think, oh, how was I supposed to think of that? This lady would have given you an idea. I get a really creepy vibe from this weird painting, but you want to know what I find even creepier than that? Imagining how you got in here. By the way, if you don't think to get in here from the bottom floor, no problem. There are fake panels like these all over the place. For example, this one right here. That also sort of gives you an entrance in. And it helps you get in from the top floor. Basically what's going on is that there's a shine sprite located around in the pool area, but you are not allowed into the pool because some jerk... Okay. Because some jerk... Ow! Why am I so... For the love of... Okay, I should not be having this... Anyways, yeah. I'm a little worried at the moment. Because I'm just losing a lot of health to a Boo that I really shouldn't be having that sort of problem. Why am I having this much problem with Boos? I mean, seriously, the only Boos that I really hate are the ones from Super Mario World because, let's face it, I'm not that great at that. I'm not that great at the game. Wait a minute, where'd you come from? All these people are so indignant and so disrespectful. They just think as if I'm just sort of common criminal. Oh, wait! Anyways, this area over here can open up. There's a booth there, and I don't think there's any others in this room. No, there isn't. Anyways, you talk to this guy, and he just goes, now where did I put that thing? Hey, have you seen a pineapple anywhere around here? Basically, you'll be able to tell that it's a fake floorboard, or at least a floorboard you could jump through. Because, well, because it's different color differently. Now, the reason why we need Yoshi is because of these things. These sleepy Boos. You can't jump on them to kill them. The only way that you'll be able to be able to kill them is if you have Yoshi to swallow. Now, I will admit, I don't understand how people figure that we would understand how to do this. I mean, I kind of got the idea because, well, I mean, I've done that with my own doors, with doors before, like, you know, holding groceries with one hand and then just sort of opening doors with the other. I guess because nobody ever bothers to explain that to you, people just sort of think, oh, it's such a design flaw, and I'm just thinking, doesn't that sort of make sense from, like, you know, just a normal standpoint? Now, there are two ways of how to do this mission. You can either grab Yoshi and go through the rest of the level as normal, or you could take him over to the pool area and try to do, like, this sort of glitch jump. Yeah, it's probably just a good idea to just go ahead and keep timing everything. That sounded a lot better in my head. Anyways, if you want my professional opinion, it's best to go ahead and try to swallow up all these sleepy Boos. Because if you lose Yoshi, you're gonna have to go get that pineapple again. So, also, Lord help you if you end up getting stuck on if you get Yoshi stuck on one of the Boos. There's no helping you if that happens. Now, you can do this one or two. Also, you can do it like this if you want to have, like, a good maze challenge and remember what you did beforehand. But I find that to be just more of a hassle. And, since all the Boos are taken care of, you can just sort of check to see as to whichever panel is going to be the one that you need to take. There's no actual telling until you actually sort of bust through the floorboards, but it always takes you through the same places. Also, there's a blue coin in here, but what people might not have thought to check was this painting here. Might as well just go ahead and pick up that blue coin. Now let's see if I can make the jump back up here, because it is possible. I've seen people do it. Because here's the problem. Yoshi can't go through doors. Well, that's good. And at least you can tell as to which ones you've already been to because you've broken the panel down. Now, I don't know which way I'm supposed to go. Because I want to say it's that one right there. Because I know it's not the one in the center, because the one in the center takes you to the room. Takes you into just like the general lobby room. Nope. actually getting kind of lucky at this. What's my strategy this time? Am I just gonna have to break every panel open and just see if I can do that? Come on. This is actually starting to get a little irritating. Oh, there we go. And thank goodness there actually is an animation for getting a shine with Yoshi, which is pretty cool. I like that. Anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna call it quits for tonight. See you all next time, and I will give you guys another episode of Super Mario Sunshine. You'll have a great night, and take care.